welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing my weekly check-in to check to see what my spending was for the first week of November. So if you guys want to check out and see what I spent for the first week, please stay tuned. All right, guys. So first of all, you guys know that I do use the Happy Planner Micro Happy Notes book. I keep this in my purse because I like to keep track of what I am spending on a daily basis. And then today I am just going to use a couple of stickers that I have just to go through them real quick. I have coffee trackers, I have no spend stickers, I have micro expense stickers, labels, and then I have box bow labels. This is where I track what I spend, and the labels here are the headers that I put in my Happy Notes to make it a little bit more I guess structured, make it a little bit more structured so it's not all over the place. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and open this now, and then we are going to go ahead and go to my November section. And guys, I am not going to lie to you, I love these little clips right here because you can just go straight to where you need to go. All right, so let's go ahead and take out our little key ledger here. And this is just something that I just made. I cut out of an old tool divider. All right, so we are going to be tracking expenses from the 1st through the 8th. I know some people may ask me, why do I actually do this? But this makes it more easier for me to track to see if I'm spending stuff on things that I need, or is it something that I can actually cut back on, and then I can put that towards my debt instead of spending it on, I'm going to go ahead and say it, on junk stuff, you know? So let's go ahead and get started with our tracking. On the 1st of November, we didn't spend anything, as you can see. So we're going to use a no spend sticker. All right. And we're going to put that right. I'm going to put that there. All right. So for the 2nd, I don't have anything that I spent. So we are going to use another no spend sticker. Okay. I'm feeling this. All right. So on the 3rd, we had a Dollar Tree, and I got like some personal stuff because you can find some really nice personal stuff at the Dollar Tree. That's like you can get at Walmart, but it's just $1. Okay, so for personal, we use the pink bow box label. So we are going to put Dollar Tree. All right, and that is for $6.27. All right. So all right, so we are going to stick that on the 3rd. All right, so next, let's check this off. All right, so next we have Walmart, and this is when I brought my printer, and that was $80, and then with tax it was like $83.90. So we're going to do that for personal. All right, because I did use this out of my cash envelope sinking fund, so I no longer have that sinking fund anymore. All right, so I'm going to do printer here so that way I'll know, because that is a big amount. Oh my God, what did I spend for $83? Okay. All right, so we are going to put that on the 3rd. Our printer. All right, so let's go ahead and check that off. So next, on the 4th, I went to CVS, and I think I got a couple of personal things I think I got there. All right, so personal will be the pink box bow label, and we will do CVS, and that will be for $7.79. All right, so let's put that on the 4th. Oops. All right, so next we have, I always forget to check it off. I don't know what's going on. All right, so on the 5th, we had a Dollar Tree, which I went and got some snacks, which I shouldn't even been at the dollar store, but like I said, it's like a hip hop like up the street from where I work, so that's why I'm always like at the Dollar Tree. Okay, so we're gonna do food and grocery, so that will be the purple bow box label. So we're gonna do Dollar Tree, and then we're gonna do $3.95. I didn't do too bad this week, so that's awesome. I can deal with that. Oops, is that sideways? Do that. Okay. All right, so that will be on the 5th. All right, so we don't have anything down here, so going forward, we are good. All right, so on the 6th, we got a no spend. Okay, and I did get questions from you guys and a couple emails asking me if I had a bill that was coming out on a day, do I still count that as a no spend, or do I count that as if I spent something? For me personally, I count it as a no spend day because it is not something that I went to the store, took out of my cash envelopes, and or swiped my debit card and I used it. The bills due is, in my mind, I have it as a separate thing that I have it already coming out of my account or debited or it's paid. This cash that I have in this envelope is for me to spend on things that I need, like expenses, everyday expenses, groceries, or if I want to stop at like the dollar store. So I don't count that as a day that I spent money if it's just a bill that's coming out. But this is just to help me with my spending, which basically leads us into debt. Okay, I know I finally said it, guys, which lead us into which get us into debt in the first place. So that's why I want to make sure I pay attention to what I spend daily, because the impulse spending is what will get you into debt. Okay. Oh yeah, and all you guys that told me that I was saying debt, and I know I was saying it, and I'm trying my best, so I said debt. So way to go, Tina, and thank you guys for telling me that, because I've been saying that for a long time. Okay. All right, back to what we were doing. Okay. All right, so Saturday, the 7th, I didn't spend anything, so I have another no spend day. All right, and then on Sunday, on the 8th, I didn't spend anything, so I have another no spend day. All right. Okay. All right, so this is all for our overlook calendar. Well, some people call it monthly calendar. So this is what I do on this calendar. I write all my spending. So I can come back and say I spent $6.27 at Dollar Tree, or I spent $83.90, or I can figure out, when did I get my printer? And I can go on here and look and see what days I spent money and what days I didn't. All right, and then on the end, we are going to do my coffee tracker for the last day. Here, I'm going to put it here because that was a Sunday, but I just added that day with that because I didn't want to do like one day for a page. All right, so for coffee, I got no coffee out at the little coffee drive-thru, so that's, I'm excited. I've been making my coffee at home. And then also, again, for Sunday, when I tally up everything, I didn't stop to get coffee at any drive-thrus because those things are crazy tempting. Okay, so we have that. So that is pretty much done, and I am going to put this back in here. Now we are going to do our weekly expense sheet here. Oops, I got ahead of myself. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and fill this out because we always make sure we do fill this out. I'm going to take this one out because it's like puffy a little bit. All right, so for $11.03, we have Dollar Tree. This book is getting super thick of all the papers that I have in here, which is crazy. All right, so we have, this is personal. And then the amount is $6.27, and that was a need because it was some personal stuff that I needed, so I really did need that. So $11.03, so we have Walmart, and then I'm just going to put printer on the side so I can keep that for my reference. And then personal, and then this was for $83.90. This was not a need because I do have a printer, so I'm just going to do want, but I did save for it from my sinking fund, so I'm not really beating myself up for it like I did an impulse spending. It was like I did an impulse buy. It was something that I had saved for, so I am happy with my results. All right, so we got CVS, and this was for some personal stuff, and then this was for $7.79, and then that was a need. And then for $11.05, we have Dollar Tree. And this was definitely not a need. This was, we got $3.95. This was for some snacks, y'all, some snacks. Okay, so this was a want. Definitely a big, big, big want. So we are going to go do our boxes. We got personal, and then we're going to do food. So we're going to do our amounts for personal. I'm gonna have to rip this out because this is getting to the bottom of this. All right, so then we have food, and I did that backwards. Okay, all right, so let's add up our amounts here, which I should be able to do this in my head, but I always want to do my calculator. All right, so we're gonna highlight our items here. I don't know why I put my calculator right there. All right, so we're gonna do personal, this color, and that is this, and this one. All right, so then we are going to do food, this color. All right. Okay. All right, so food will be $3.95. And, all right, so we got $6.27 plus $83.90 plus $7.79. All right, so we got $97.96. So totals spent this week was, okay, so we got $97.96 plus $3.95. So we got $101.91. Take, as you guys know, I always do this little squiggly. It's just a habit. I just like it. It makes me happy. Okay, so the total spent this week was $101.91. So that's how much I spent, which was not bad, because if you subtract the printer from that, because that was money that I had actually saved, so I actually didn't do too bad this week. Go ahead, and I got a mess on this table here. All right, guys, so that is the end of our weekly check-in for the 1st through the 8th for the first week of November. All right, and thank you so much for sticking with me through this video. And then if you do like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And like I always say, guys, until next time, peace.